Hello, hello, hello. I told Paris that I would make this video because natural selection we didn't get to spend a lot of time with. We only had like 2 days of natural selection. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. How are you guys? Hi, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. I hope y'all enjoying quarantine. Like a lot of my friends are like, I'm bored out of my mind. I don't know what to do. I'm not bored. Thanking God that I don't have to press an alarm clock at 5 and 6 in the morning. Um, Catching up on some shows. Let me know some good shows to watch, y'all. Reading a lot of books, trying to plan for when we come out. And you can too. Oh, my phone ring. You can plan to be financially savvy as well. I'm sorry, I'm on the phone. Recording my classroom. This is my sister, guys. All right, bye-bye. Okay, bye. So I want y'all to even start planning financially before high school. Like you can think about opening your bank account. What kind of job do you want when you're in high school? What kind of career do you want now? What classes do you need to take? This is just a good time to get all of our life together. This is something our grandparents and parents did not get. They did not get this downtime. So take advantage of it. Love on yourself. Practice something on YouTube. Learn something on YouTube you wanted to do and couldn't. So that's that piece. Now, moving to natural selection. So, natural selection, in your own words, what is it? Because Ms. King, I'm confused. We talked about this a little at the beginning of the before we left for quarantine, but I don't know what it is now. Think about yourself, right? What about your body is making you survive right now? So when I think about my body, what's making me survive is my muscles. Although they're not like big guns, I need these to be able to pick up items. I have muscles. They work. Okay? I have large feet. I wear size 9. So, and women. So, I need my feet to be able to walk distances, right? I need my leg muscles to be able to stand up and to sit down. All of these are adaptive traits. These are things about me that are helping me survive in my environment. What if I did not have feet? Right? So let's picture this. Picture this vision. I'm at a barbecue. The grill catches on fire. Everybody runs, and I can't because I don't have feet. I have a non-adaptive trait. What's going to happen to me? Well, Miss King, you're going to blow up. Exactly, right? I have not been naturally selected. I'm going to be withdrawn from natural selection because I don't have feet. Because of that, more people with feet are likely to survive. Someone with feet is going to meet somebody else with feet. They're going to have kids with feet, and those kids can go on and go forward. Someone without feet, like me, cannot. And even if I were to reproduce with someone else without feet, we wouldn't live long enough to have offspring. And if we did, our offspring would probably die off early too. Okay? So that's another example. Now, when we think about adaptive traits, those are all the traits that have been passed down from generation to generation to help us survive. What about mutation? What is mutation, Ms. King? So I think about like a family member, where you like, they don't really look like any of their parents, right? That's a mutation. It's a random gene, protein in a gene that kind of changes things around. So are mutations good or bad? They're neither. Mutations are very neutral, okay? So like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Obviously, that mutation became very adaptive, over-adaptive. They're able to fight crime, save the world, fly, do all these things. But what if I had a mutation where I was born without feet? That's non-adaptive. That leaves me at a less likely chance to survive. In this economy, we're fine. But just imagine we're somewhere without technology, without wheelchairs and tools. That person is not likely to survive for a long time, right? So you need to know that mutations are neutral. Thinking about the multiple choice, sometimes you'll run across questions that say, well, can you choose which mutations you get or how natural selection works? It's never a choice. I can't say, oh, I want feet now. Ding, feet. That's not how it works. It has to go through natural selection, right? So it has to be reproduced. It has to create offspring and pass down the adaptive traits. Okay. What else are we missing? Histograms, variation in histograms, right? We can see the variation in histograms as we go throughout history. Who's there? Y'all know we can chat on here. Hey. How y'all doing? Okay, so we can see the variations change throughout history. Um, so like I told y'all with King Tut, way back in the day, everybody was smaller. As a result, over time, we have gotten larger to be able to adapt and survive in our environment. Going back to the rats, this is a real natural selection thing going on right now. You know, we hate rats. They're scary, they're disgusting. But rats are starving right now because during quarantine, restaurants are closed. Okay. Rats usually go into alleys and garbages, and that's how they feed themselves. They get food out the garbage. With all restaurants closed, the rats aren't able to really survive. So they're turning to cannibals. They're eating each other. Which rats are obviously getting eaten? The young and the smaller rats. What's going to happen? What's going to happen is that the larger rats who are able to eat the weaker and smaller rats are going to reproduce with other large rats. Now, it's going to be a terrible cycle for a little while of a lot of the babies being eaten because the rats are so hungry. But after quarantine ends and things start to open back up, that's when we're going to see some bubonic rats. It's going to be real scary, y'all. I'm scared. Like, I don't want to see no big rats, Chuck E. Cheese walking around outside. But that's exactly how natural selection works. The non-adaptive traits are smaller rats right now. Those are the rats that are getting eaten by their own species. Once Corona ends and the pandemic ends, that's when we'll see which rats were the strong ones that survived. Y'all, I was up north one time. That rat for real, like this big, and it had big Mickey Mouse ears. Those are the type of rats we're gonna see. And that's exactly what natural selection is. So whenever you get to like a multiple choice question, you need to always know that the adaptive trait that allowed them to survive is what's gonna last. The non-adaptive trait is gonna cause them to be extinct. And then when you're looking at the data, always look at the variation and how it's changed over generations, okay? So the variations can go from warm temperature to cold temperature, and it can also go from like, let's say in warm temperature it was shorter fur, colder temperatures had longer fur. Okay, and then thinking about next with giraffes. That's pretty much it. I wish y'all would chat on here so I can know if y'all have questions. If you have more questions, let me know. This is not an assignment. I just wanted to come on here and break down natural selection to you. I don't have anything else to say. I hope y'all are doing challenges. I want to do the Don't Rush challenge. No one wants to do it with me. I've asked 30,000 times, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to go make my lesson now. So I don't want y'all to think I'm dirty. I'm going to have this exact same shirt on. It's going to be the same background. But I love you. Hope you're doing well. And I'll see you soon.